how deliberate and intentional are you when it comes to seeking out meaningful, authentic feedback to find out the impact you are having on other people? What got me thinking about this is that I'm in the middle of doing a lot of coaching with leaders, and we're in this process where they are identifying these underlying assumptions or this underlying filter they have about their value and about how the world works, and actually how that's getting in their way of making progress on goals that matter to them. And there's so much commonality in us as human beings. So many people have, for example, that their value is attached to being the fixer or the person with the answers, or their value comes from what they produce versus who they are. Or people have this sense of, you know what, if I am not going overboard to make people happy or to prove my worth, then people will think less of me. And the list goes on and on. And so one of the things that I invite my clients to do is to find out how true those assumptions are. And it's called the interview test. And what you do is ask people around you, both in your personal and professional life, who know you and care about you and will be real with you. First, what do you value about me? And listen to what they say, and specifically listen for things they say that are probably not related to whatever your assumption is, that you're the fixer, that you are perfect, that you have it all together, that you have the answers. And realize, oh my gosh, people maybe don't even value me for those things at all. And then the other question is inviting feedback that you know might sting a little bit, but it's so critical to shifting that narrative of, hey, I know I tend to control things, or I know I tend to people please, or I know I tend to get into hyper independent mode, or I know I tend to be in the mode of avoiding conflict. Whatever it is that you know you tend to do, that part of you knows probably isn't helpful, but there's another part of you that feels like it's necessary. Ask other people, what is it like for you to be around me or on the receiving end when I'm in that mode, when I'm in controlling mode, fixing mode, perfectionist mode, avoiding conflict mode? And again, hear what they say. And what you're going to start to learn is that when your brain is telling you you need to do these things because it keeps you safe or it's where you add value, there's actually a cost to it. And this is a simple way that we can start to challenge those self-limiting narratives, find out actual data from people who know us, and start to look at, maybe I have more value than I think. Maybe I can show up differently. Maybe this narrative that has been running the show since I was a kid doesn't need to be here now, or maybe isn't even helpful anymore. So my invitation and challenge for you this week is to run an interview test. Start asking these questions from people who know you and see what opens up. And I would love to hear what does as you do. And here's the thing, when we understand the impact we're having on others, it gives us a greater opportunity to let our sparkle shine.